Hi, Cetus. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. My name is Steph. If you want to scooch up and scry with me, earlier in the month I created an ink blot made in your name and essence, and we are going to flip it for perspective possibilities. As well, we'll add on tarot and oracle, and where Mr. Ghost Gift is here kicking, we'll utilize GhostTube for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate. Overall, please do receive or release freely. So when you're ready for the reveal, so you can start scrying while I take a moment to open up. Or you can fast forward through or utilize the timestamps below, whatever feels good to you.
You don't understand.
Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Cetus Collective. Cetus, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights, and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. So you know the drill. If you did see, sense, or feel anything, or see any shapes and symbols that are speaking to your psyche and psychic senses, please feel well to comment below, or of course, keep to yourself. Just before I had an interruption, so I was noticing here a shadow aspect of empath. So I felt like this was, but it's in a pod. So if you resonate with empathy or having a skill set that helps you navigate energy in people, places, or things, empathically speaking, I feel like that shadow aspect is really trying to like harmonize with the shine aspect of it. So, you know, it's like that whole, is it a curse or a blessing? But it's in a pod. A soy pod specifically, or a soybean pod. So it might have something to do with the feminine energy. Maybe it's the masculine versus shadow and shine, but that's fine too. I'm not going to get constipated there. I'm going to keep going. There's a landscape up here, and it keeps changing on me in two ways. One, I'm seeing a canoe, but I think it's called like dragon boat racing. Because there's like a bunch of people in there and they're all rowing at the same time. Row, row. And then on the other hand, I'm seeing it as there's a throne in here, and I'm walking away from it. I'm walking away from this throne because it looks like a dead tree. And when I'm in this, it's almost like the canoe or the dragon boat racing, working with the water element. There's more energies working with you, or you're working with other energies. Again, I kind of want to come into that empathic space or energy, emotions in motion. And it feels like teamwork. And then when I kind of go to this, I feel like I've taken this canoe, dragon boat race. It's not a race though. It's the air of it, away from this dead tree throne. So that could be a shift in something, perhaps. Maybe you've had a job change, relationship change. You know the drill. Please apply where in whatever channel it feels well for you. But that's kind of how it feels.
Where are we?
Something earthly. It does feel like a dead landscape. And now I'm emotionally moving through it with teamwork. You are here with me. Welcome. Sorry. Okay, let's keep going. See this? Okay, there's somebody writing. Oh, they're at a piano. Something about keys as well. And the foot pedals specifically of, I don't know what foot pedals do on a piano. It's okay. So the way I'm seeing it now is how a piano
Billy.
and those foot pedals, if the name Billy means anything to anyone, But I'm also like driving a car. So it's like I'm driving the sound of music with these foot pedals, and my keys are steering something. The keys steer, but these foot pedals seem important. So if anyone understands the subtleties of what those foot pedals in a piano mean, I don't know if it's as simple as go and stop, accelerate or deaccelerate. Does it control, obviously a subtlety? Anyway, okay, so that's fine. But something in there. It's about making music for me. It doesn't have to be like you're a musician per se, but maybe it's just the way you move, because there's all about movement, different ways of moving. And even in your reading, I'm being very moved. I'm being very moved. She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so if there's somebody specifically that is working with music, it doesn't have to be a piano, but it could even be like part of a guitar. And I don't know, there's the strummy part and then there's the neck part, right? There's something else going on, or a drummer with the foot pedals, or you're a singer, guitar player, and there's a pedal to do something else. It's something in the feet. Anyway, this is being channeled through this bridge. It feels like it's being channeled from Heart Hurts, because it's something in the past or in the back, but it's coming through the heart space. So it's almost like if you can imagine that vortexy, the cone from the front and then the cone at the back, and it's communicating, and I feel like it could be transmuting it. And I feel that process, even when I'm in the dragon boat thing, I feel the effort, but it's communal somehow. Maybe it's like a consciousness thing. I feel like I took a lonely path somewhere, or at some point in time, whether
Are
this
you a
is
friend?
absolutely in this moment of now. Cetus. Oh, my stomach just growled. It's like the belly of the beast. And I walked away from something. This just the way I'm seeing it, very, very small, but it walked away from potentially what seems beast-like, and going with my belly growling. And it's ever so tiny, but it's like I took that purposefully. Maybe even something like, I don't know if somebody is prodigy? A prodigy. Prodigy? I'm seeing a rhino. And what is this? It's either I don't know if it's a dog. Oh no, I think it might be a wolf. A rhino and a wolf, they're friends. They're friends. Yes, they are absolutely friends.
Not recently.
There's a vulture right here. Okay, so you know in the game Operation, if you touch the edges, I'm seeing that specifically as that piece is out. This vulture's out. But what I actually feel it has happened, I utilize that piece of me to go do vulturous work. I don't know if that might have sounded really nasty, but I don't mean it to be like that. It's almost like to go out and do work, a spirit animal, maybe you're working with the vulture or something along that lines, to like finish things up. It's like asking the vulture to go to this dead tree landscape or the throne, to go like get any last nutrients that are of value. You know what I mean? Nothing is to be wasted. Nothing is to be wasted, and nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. There's an older woman coming through. Okay, so this older woman may be in spirit. for some. And for others, it's like a mom or a wife. It's a female. Feminine energy. She has a lot of masculine energy. Could be like a single mom or a grandma, something along that lines. So she's seeing you coming in on this dragon boat team thing. And she's like really excited to meet you at the shore. Maybe for some you're going home for a holiday or you're visiting. Okay, so that's what it is. For those that have had somebody who has passed, you're visiting their grave or their site, or you're having some sort of memorial moment, and they are like very, very excited that you are, and like she's coming in. She's coming in. She's like, oh, yes, 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 yes. And I don't mean to be stereotypical about it. That's actually how I feel. Yes, 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 yes.
He told me.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Because it does feel like masculine energy coming in. And it's like, he told me he was going to come visit, or he told me he was going to, this, that, or the other. Again, whether it's masculine or feminine or male or female expressed, it feels like a masculine energy. Because it's like that part that is still dealing with a certain amount of grief. And then there's also like this son and mother relationship. Okay, so I'm going to keep going here. And I'm going to start adding on tarot in just a moment. There we go. I want to say like, how do I say like one of those sticks, and then it would have like a handkerchief, like going on a journey or something like that. And I'm seeing it there. I'm also seeing something about zip lining. Movement. I love it. Different. I feel like I'm in this obstacle course that's not an obstacle course. It is a park. And like one can see it as an obstacle course. And there may be things that challenge one's strengths or softnesses, vulnerabilities, whatever the case may be. But it doesn't feel like an obstacle course. It feels like a playground for me it's almost like I could also be in a company with all these different departments. Or maybe you're at your work and you do one thing, but then there's all these other opportunities and or obstacles. But I'm like, it's all here for me to play in, and to pursue the best value that you can get out of it, no matter where you may work. And this does feel very job oriented. Sorry, I have something in my eye. Or career oriented, or maybe even your mind landscape.
Farther.
It's like, this is here for me. I'm in this job, I'm with this company, or I'm pursuing this. It's a playground for me to pursue personal movement. I'm so sorry. I can't get away from that word. We're here for Cetus. If there's anything else, tarot, you'd like to add. There's a happy little conversation here. And this happy little conversation feels like a mechanic. They have like a car or something tilted up. They're changing the wheel or the tire, something along that lines. Yeah, 10 of Vengeance. So some of you might be getting your tire fixed or your car fixed, whatever the case may be. It feels like a flat tire or something simple, like they just have to like jack it up. And whether it's like a divine timing or just good old fashioned luck, that it feels like that, oh, there was a truck coming on the side of the road, or there's a trucker that pulls over to help you. But they definitely come over and help. 2 of submersibles. Oh, okay, interesting. There's that empathy feeling. And the hurts. The heart hurts when I was talking about the pianos. Or the pianos, whatever music. And then the Empress. This Empress are these pieces here. And this piece of my heart. There's 2 people here. I'm seeing a Donkey Kong.
How did I die?
I don't know. How did you die? There's a Donkey Kong in there. And I'm also seeing like is it Princess Peach from Mario Brothers? Or maybe there's a princess in Donkey Kong. This isn't about being saved. Again, it's like this obstacle course that's not an obstacle course. You know, the obstacle course to go and jump over these barrels and do this or that. I feel like I'm very skilled, Cetus, at doing things on different landscapes, in different landscapes of that are elementally predominant in something, like the water, the air, the earth. Also, if somebody's like in the military or training, is it scouts or something like that? What? And also something else. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of people do it. Mud girl or something like that. I don't know what it is, but something in there. Nonetheless, I'm seeing this piece of this heart, this Empress heart.
Cupboard.
And through the scry, these two people having a conversation. And in the Two of Submersibles, this card here, see that window? And there is a romantic connection in there. Somebody's fishing as well. Fishing. Because I'm seeing the reel. The reel it in. Maybe you're willing to reel in romance. There might even be like a situation, like, again, if you're in the military or something, there's somebody there that you gain this relationship with, or maybe, I don't know what it is, but it feels something along that lines. Seven of airships again. See, there's two people in there. I don't know why it's coming through so military-like, but I think it's because there's like, what is it? The infantry, the sailors, the seamen, the Navy, the Air Force. It's all here.
Castle.
Technomancer. Okay, hold on. And 9 of Leviathians. On the bottom is 8 of Leviathians. Hilarious. There's that tire being fixed. Welding something up. Somebody might be a mechanic. And like a good mechanic. Like the skill sets are... it's reminding me of how like my neighbor is a small engine repair guy. So he focuses on like ATVs, snowmobiles. Maybe there's boat things in there. I don't know.
Play.
Yeah. Like he's very skilled in a lot of different areas and can apply a knowledge of mechanics or engineering in some way to different machineries. Okay, flip, rabbit hole, technomancer. If there's anyone online, because in this card of the technomancer, there's like the TV there, right? Give me a moment. My head's making a weird sound too. It's like I can't even hear it. I almost like a dog whistle that I can't hear, but I felt it. That's what it felt like as soon as I like tuned into that. There's that empathic energy of the water. There's the green ambiance of the earthly element. There's that white power force communicating infinitely between the two of them. Even if you want to go higher self to human, if I may. Deluxe Machina. Somebody is like doubling down on their skills. I feel like I'm learning a lot. And I can help myself, which in turn helps others, and maybe even help others help themselves. Something along that line, Cetus. Something along that line.
Sell.
All right, let's keep going here. If there's anything else standing out to you, I'll start grabbing some oracle cards to add on to this beautiful story. And see this, if I didn't say so already, please do consider like, sharing, and subscribing, as it truly helps the channel grow. All the links are below to help a gal grow. If you would like to support, become a member, get in on the draw, the Scroll into Spring draw, which is coming up soon, I believe. Yes. All that kind of good stuff anyway. You know, we're here together. Compassions come through. My nose is getting really itchy. Hold on. Something about healing the world, just like what I was saying, like helping others heal themselves, or your active service. It's like by seeking, it's not a seeking, but by pursuing, or the zip lining, the fishing, and maybe you need to relax, and that's great. But these feel like, to the music, dance just popped through. Somebody also might be lifting weights, spiritual weights. Yeah, it's like tap dancing or something like that. Okay, again, it's more movement, but it feels like you're helping to heal the
front
world.
of you.
Your care helps heal the world through the energy and elements
Sarah.
of compassion, love. And it's almost like I pursue different things of interest that help me become better at being me. And when I say better, it's not because you're worse. They're whatever skill sets you want to learn about. Look at all this travel. Okay, there we go.
What is happening?
Yeah, well, you're just welcome to Scry with Steph. There's the boat, the canoe-y thing. Sometimes, maybe when you hermitize, or you make that music, military and music, because it seems to be healing. Somebody also might work with veterans. Oh, I so have something in my eye. Lighten your load, manifestation. Oh, okay. I think you also might help others lighten their load if they carry a lot of earthly energy, like the weights and measures of it all. Grief, therapy, PTSD. But there's something about the music that makes it, in the movement and music, like the way you move through existence is music. Like this is the best way I could relate to it is like the dog whistle. I can't hear it, but I felt it. And animals and whatever it is that you're working towards in regards to your job, your skill sets, whatever this is, you're more than welcome to leave, love. There's a door over to my right, and if you wander in there, and it'll take you up and on out. Spirit in the sky. And then you have here, last but not least, talent. And there's that dance feel, music, leading. You know how, I'm going to say but I could be lying, in that dragon boat racing. And I apologize if I'm making this up, but at least it's the symbol that's coming through. So all these people were like, row, row. Or, okay, so it can also go to what was forward. I just saw that because for those, I see them rowing this way. Snow sledding, because they're mush with all the dogs in the front. To have that person row, or mush, that heartbeat, that leader that is steering, pedals and the keys, or neck and the strummy strums, harmonize. And sometimes you're like in a band now, I take the lead. And maybe that's where your natural talent is, or maybe you're naturally more inclined to be the drummer or the bass or somebody even behind the scenes. But every so often, after practice or something, or whatever the case may be, please put it in any context that feels well. You go up after dark and you go on stage and you practice dancing on stage, or you go and pick up the guitar or press the piano keys and you're still a student somewhere. This is what that makes me feel like. But regardless, it's like your talent is infused with compassion. All right, Cetus. I'm going to cut the coffee cup deck here. Closing out messages for you. Thank you so much for being you. What do we have here? Lion, strength and success, pregnancy and fears, and an unfolding surprise. I'll bring this down because let's be ridiculous. Like I'm not going to be able to. I feel like we were just talking about this in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's coming back up to the beginning of the shadow aspect of the pod, or of the empathy, compassion, to take the lead and also be that student in some place, working through your fears and accepting guidance, respecting guidance from others that are leading you towards greatness in that area, as a mechanic, as a musician, as a movement, this, that, or the other, whatever the case may be, right? Because in other respects, you're the guide, you're the guardian. You take the lead successfully in helping others by your skill sets. It really does feel like somebody does one thing or a few things really, really well, but then they still take like this night school, or they read books about different topics that could enhance. It's like being a mechanic for cars, but you also look up being a mechanic for big trucks. You know what I mean? Something along that lines. Last but not least here, Cetus, we have here unfolding surprise with an envelope. Might be coming in on a zip line. You could be reeling it in. It could be in regards to this relationship. You also have, oh, there he is right there. I see you. There's somebody standing out waving, like they are waiting for you. Like they are, peeking out going, oh, are they here yet? Are they here yet? You are here. You have arrived. I'm going to leave it here. You have arrived. Cetus, thank you so much for being my muse. Like I said, all the links are below to help a gal grow. Your attention, your awareness, and your presence is powerful and appreciated. Until next time. Bye. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see?